Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. Yesterday we covered the purport and the Shloka 1 of a Nectar of Instruction. From today we will start reciting and reading the reading of a purport of a Shloka 2. Okay, let's start our session by offering the prayers. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadatin Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanch Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahita Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanch He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paschat Deshatarine Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangu Langayate Giri Yat Krupataham Vande Sri Guru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So yes, like from today also, like we will also start reciting the second shloka. Okay, so I think like most because like last 6 to 7 days we are reciting the shloka 1, so most of the devotees must memorize it. Okay, so in first shloka, like what we see that we have to control our 6 senses. Is it?
Yes.
So yes, so like how we can tolerate urge to speak by speaking about the glories of a Krishna consciousness or speaking the knowledge of a knowledge of the science of Krishna, and like how we can control the mind's demands, like by engaging our mind in Krishna's service and by constantly thinking how can I please Krishna. Okay, and then how can we like control the actions of anger by engaging anger in a Krishna's service as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did and as the Hanuman did. Okay. And how can we then also like we see yes, there are urges or urge to speak, then there are urges of a mind, and then the urges of a body, and urges of a body contains Hare Krishna, like please take care of your mics. So urges of a body contain the urges of a tongue, belly, genitals, and like Srila Prabhupada has said, they they present in a straight line. So like simply by controlling our tongue we can easily control the belly and genitals. So how we have to control tongue? By simply taking the prasadam. And like prasadam also, we don't have to take the too much palatable dishes, and like we don't have to use too much salt, sugar, and like a tamarind. Okay, and like yes, and like we have to take the prasadam like which is needed. We don't have to accept more than necessary. So in this way, and like by chanting the holy name, in this way we can control the urges of a tongue, belly, and genitals. So yes, like we will recite this shloka 1 or 2 times. Then like we will move to the third shloka. Okay. So like behind me, you can also chant, or you can chant also with me. Okay. Or like anyone wants to recite, Karuna Mataji, you want to recite shloka? We will sing with you. Sarita Mataji, Sharmila Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Would you like to recite the shloka? We will recite with you.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Vacho vegam manasa
vegam jiva vegam udara upastha vegam
एतान्
तान्
वेगान् यो
वेगान् यो
विषये
विषहेत धीरः
सर्वामपि
सर्वमपि मां
मां
पृथ्वीं सशीर्षात्.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, you can recite like one line, then we will repeat behind you. Otherwise, it will create chaos. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam.
वाचो वेगं मनसः क्रोधवेगं
Jivva vegam udaropastha vegam.
जिह्वा वेगम् उदर
उदरोपस्थवेगम्
उपस्थवेगम्
Etan veganyo vishayeta dhiraha.
एतान् वेगान् यो विषहेत धीरः
Sarvamapi mam prithivim sashishyat.
सर्वम् अपि मां पृथिवीं सशिष्यात्.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Sharmila Mataji, like you can take once, then we will move to the next shloka.
Okay. वाचो वेगं मनसा क्रोधवेगं
वाचो वेगं मनसः क्रोधवेगं
जिह्वा वेगम् उदरौपस्थवेगं
जिह्वा वेगम् उदर उपस्थवेगम्
एतान् वेगान् यो विषहेत धीरः
एतान् वेगान् यो विषहेत धीरः
सर्वामपि मां पृथिवीं सशिष्यात्
सर्वामपि मां पृथ्वीं सशीर्षात्. So in first shloka we have read and like we have learned that like 6 things we have to control, and in the nectar of instructions second shloka we will learn, okay, like we don't have to entangle with the 6 things, okay. So yes, so like first we will go by word, okay. अत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह जनसंगश्च लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्ति विनश्यति. So atyahara means overeating or too much collecting, okay. Like atyahara means like we are eating too much and we are also collecting too much, like we are also collecting lot of money and lot of assets, okay. So that is atyahara. Then prayasascha means over endeavoring. We are working very, very hard, okay? And cha means and. Prajalpaha, ideal talking. Like we are talking anything nonsense, okay? So which is a material, okay, which don't have any spiritual value. Then niyama. Niyama means rules and regulations. Agraha means too much attachment to, or agraha means too much neglect of. Then janasangaha, association with a worldly minded person, like who are not interested in spirituality. Cha means and. Laulyam means ardent longing or a greed. Cha and. Shadbiraha, by this 6. Bhakti, devotional service. Vinaschati means is get destroyed. So like we will recite for the 2 times, okay, this shloka. Atyahara prayasascha. You can recite behind you, okay.
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च
Prajalpo niyamagraha.
प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः
Janasangascha laulyam cha.
जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च
Shadbhir bhakti vinaschati.
तद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति
Atyahara prayasascha.
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च
Prajalpo niyamagraha.
प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः
Janasangascha laulyam cha.
जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च
Shadbhir bhakti vinashati.
तद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति
Atyahara prayasascha.
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च
Prajalpo niyamagraha.
प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः
Janasangascha laulyam cha.
जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च
Shadbhir bhakti vinashati.
तद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति
Atyahara prayasascha. Prajal niyamagraha.
अत्याहार प्रयस्च
प्रजल्पो
प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः
नियमाग्रहः
जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च
Lam cha Shadbir Bhakti
सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति.
Vinashati. Okay, one by one, anyone want to recite?
Yes,
माताजी
Mataji.
may do.
Yes, one by
हरे
one.
कृष्ण. अद्याहार प्रयस्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Atyahara prayasyasya prajalpo nam naimagraha jansangasya lolam cha sadbhi bhakti vinasyate.
Hare Krishna, Harishita Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह जनासङ्गस् चालौल्यं च सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति.
Hari Bol. Yes, Ritvika Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी अत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लोयं च सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति हरे कृष्ण
Hari
माताजी
Bol Mataji. Yes, Mataji, you have joined after long. We miss you.
Yes माताजी
Yes,
my
Karuna Mataji.
माताजी my
Krishna
semester
Mataji.
were going
Oh, Krishna. Yes, best of luck, Mataji.
yes
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पा नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गस्य लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति. Thank you Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Murli
हरे कृष्ण
Prabhu.
महाराज ऐत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति हरे कृष्ण
Hari Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Sharmila Mataji.
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति थैंक यू माताजी
Hari Bol. Yes, who want to recite? Anyone? Narasimha Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. अत्याहार प्रयासच्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनय विनय विनश्यति. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Hari Bol Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण
Yes,
माताजी.
Satyanarayan Prabhu. Yes, Mataji.
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गस्य लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्तिविनश्यति.
Hari Bol Mataji.
Krishna Mataji.
Satyanarayan Prabhu, you want to recite?
Yes, Mataji. अत्याहार प्रयासस्य प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह जनसङ्गस्य लौल्यं च शक्तिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Sadbir means six. Okay. So like by doing six things, like we will destroying our the spirituality. Okay. Or destroying our the devotional service. Anyone wants to recite? Okay. Anyone is remaining? Like so like from tomorrow, like we will revise the first shloka 3 times, and like we will recite, like everyone will get the chance to recite the second shloka. Okay. So we will memorize the shloka at the same time. Okay. So yes, so translation. Yes, Vinod Prabhu or anyone wants to read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Translation. One's devotional service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in the following 6 activities. Number 1, eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. Number 2, over-enduring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. Number 3, talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. Number 4, practicing the scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. Number 5, associating with worldly minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And last, being greedy for mundane achievements. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So, like we also have to remember this, na? Like we have to practice it. Like if you want, like we will revise it daily. Like yes, like firstly we see like it's six things we have to control. Now we are remember like we have to remember these six things that we don't have to get too much entangled with them. So what is the first thing? Eating more than necessary and collecting more funds than required. Second, over endeavoring for the mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. Then third, talking unnecessary about the mundane subject matter. That is a prajalpa. Okay. Then fourth, practicing the scripture rules and regulation only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulation of the scriptures and working independently and whimsically. So yes, this is the Niyamagraha. It's okay, like every day we have to do the Mangalarti, every day we have to chant the 16 rounds. We are doing it mechanically. We don't have the heart. Okay. Prabhupada has said so. We are doing it. No, like we should put our heart. Like we shouldn't only practice we shouldn't practice only mechanically. We should put our heart, and like there should be feeling that okay, I'm chanting because like by the chanting I will spiritually advance. Okay, so like I should develop the love for Radha and Krishna. My heart should be purified. There should be purpose behind it, not simply follow the instructions. And second is like okay, there are rules and regulation, but like we are not following the rules and regulation. Prabhupada has said like you should get up early morning and like then you should chant, but like we are not following. Like we said okay, whatever, like at any time we can chant. No, like there you have to follow the rules and regulation, and like we don't have to act whimsically, okay, sometimes I take the non-vegetarian food, or like a food which is not a sanctioned and sanctified, but like it is like we are acting whimsically, so we don't have to act whimsically and independently. That we say now, like we don't have to do the mano dharma, we have to do like what Krishna and Guru is saying. Then associating with the worldly minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. So by associating with the worldly mind person, the laulyam comes. Laulyam is attachment to the material things. Like when we are too much associate with the material minded people, like you also start having the material desires. Okay, and so and six is a being greedy for the mundane achievements. Like okay, like I want to do this and that, so I will be famous, I will have a lot of wealth so that I can enjoy the sense gratification. So like we don't have to be like we don't have to become a greedy. Okay. Hare Krishna, who wants to read purport?
Hare Krishna
Yes,
Mataji.
Mutyamanukam Prabhu.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Purport. Human life is meant for plain living and high thinking. Since all conditioned living beings are under the control of Lord's third energy, this material world is designed so that one is obliged to work. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has three primary energies or potencies. The first is called Andaranga Sakti or the internal potency. The second is called Tadastha Sakti or the marginal potency. The third is called Bhagiranga Sakti or the external potency. The living entities constitute the marginal potency and they are situated between internal and external potencies. Being subordinate as eternal servants of the Supreme Personality of Lord, Godhead, the Jivatmas or atomic living entities must remain under the control of either the internal or external potencies. When they are under the control of internal potency, they display their natural constitutional activity, namely constant engagement in the devotional service of the Lord. This is stated in Bhagavad Gita 9.13. Mahatmanas tu mam partha daivam prakritim asritaha bhajandi ananya manaso yatva bhutadim avyayam, O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded The great souls are under the protections of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. The word Mahatma refers to those who are broad-minded, not cripple-minded. Cripple-minded persons always engaged in satisfying their senses, sometimes expand their activities in order to go do good for the others through some ism like nationalism, humanitarianism, or altruism. They may reject personal sense gratification for the sense gratification of others, like the members of their family, community, or society, either national or international. Actually, all this is extended sense gratification from personal to communal to social. This may be, this may all be very good from the material point of view, but such activities have no spiritual value. The basis of such activity is sense gratification, either personal or extended. Only when a person gratifies the senses of the Supreme Lord can be called a Mahatma or broad-minded person. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So yes, like it will take 5-10 minutes. Please excuse me, like we will extend our session for 5 minutes. Okay. So in starting, what we have seen, the human life is meant for like plain living and high thinking. And like like in last month there is a Bhagavatam class like where Prabhuji said, okay, yes, like you can like we have to stay like we have to like stay in the simple living and high thinking, but like currently what we are doing, we are simply living and no thinking. So like we have to come to this platform that we have to like minimize the material necessities and maximize the Krishna conscious activities. So yes, like all living beings under the controls of Lord Third Energy. So yes, like in previous books, we also see that Lord has that like mainly there are two energies. First is the material energy, and second second is the superior energy. So this material energy is an inferior energy, like which is also known as the Bahiranga Shakti, and like superior energy, it is known as the Antaranga Shakti. And like jivas also come under the this Antaranga Shakti or internal potency. Okay, but like sometimes they also differentiated into the tatastha shakti. Tatastha, like it is like a coast, like he can associate with either with the water or either with the sand. So like jivas has the ability to choose between a Krishna and a material world. So like we have the opportunity to choose the Krishna over the material things. So every time we have the choice to choose between Krishna and Maya, and Krishna is like a sun, Maya is a darkness. So like we have, when we choose Krishna, then there is a no darkness, and like when we choose the Maya, then there is no Krishna. Okay. So yes, like so we are under control of this Bahiranga Shakti, material energy. But the good thing is that like we can also attach to the Krishna, and like then we also start developing the qualities like the Krishna uh, by following the devotional service practices. So yes, so like when we get associate with the Antaranga Shakti or with the Krishna, then like we constantly engage in a devotional service to the Krishna. And it is also stated in a Bhagavad Gita, na? Like when someone knows Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he is the original one, then like he invest all his time in serving Krishna in his loving devotional transcendental service. Okay. So like here the term Mahatma is used. So Mahatma, like like in also Bhagavatam, like Srila Prabhupada said, like this Mahatma term shouldn't use for any political person or any other person. It is it is like a creating offense. The Mahatma means like also like we see in a past previous books also now, like Mahatma means someone who is qualified to go to the kingdom of a Lord. okay, who is qualified to go to the Vaikuntha and Goloka. They are Mahatmas. So here Mahatmas are referred to the broad-minded people, and like one is the broad-minded people and second are a cripple-minded people. So like who are the cripple-minded people? Like who are always engaged in satisfying their senses by overeating, over accumulating. Okay, so like generally we can say they are the Godas. Uh, they are the servant of their senses. Okay, and here Prabhupada is saying that like okay, like one person find his senses and other are like one is a personal sense gratification and another is a extended sense gratification. Extended sense gratification means okay, I'm working for my family, I'm working for my country, I'm working for my nation. Like when these things come na, like this socialism and this humanitarianism, altruism, so like nationalism, so this ism is also the like extended personal sense gratification. Okay, so and like it has no spiritual value. Prabhupada is directly saying it has no spiritual value. Like in material world it is very good, but in for the nationalism and other things it is no spiritual value. Why it is no why there is no spiritual value? Because like the spirituality unites everything. They like the spirituality is on the soul level, on the atmic level, and they're like then like they don't only think about their country, they don't only think about their caste people or like their region people, they think about everyone, like not only the human population but they also think about the insect, plants and everyone, because like everyone has the soul, like sorry, everyone is a soul. So it is like by only practicing the spirituality we can bring the unity, like we can bring the peace in this entire world. Okay, so here it is, here Prabhupada is saying the person who gratifies the senses of a supreme lord is a Mahatma or a broad-minded person. So yes, like means like who are the Goswami and like who are engaging in Krishna service, they are a broad-minded person. So today's session we can take out now, like okay, we don't have to, like we also have to remember the teachings of a previous shloka and the teachings of this shloka, that we don't have to too much entangle with these 6 things. And so like yes, like we have every time we have the choice to choose between Maya and Krishna, and like the one who chooses the Maya means like one who become the Godas, like a servant of his senses, and who simply try to satisfy their senses is known as a cripple minded. And the person who is a Mahatma, who is a broad minded, means he's a Goswami, he control his senses and engage the senses in Krishna's service. A person who try to gratify the senses of a Krishna, like so we have the choice to become a broad minded or a cripple minded. So what you have to become, it's on you now. Like even after telling the Bhagavad Gita, like what Krishna said, okay, I have told you like I have told you the Bhagavad Gita, now like you can do whatever you want to do. So like Krishna always give us choices, so like Krishna always give us the independence to choose between what we want. So like we should choose the Krishna na, like it is good for us. So from tomorrow we will start. Okay, after this 3 paragraph. Today we can end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Please try to implement these things, and like whatever points you like, you can put in our group. Okay. Hare Krishna. Happy Krishna Conscious Day.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Please
Mataji. Thank you so much.
chant more. Like we have to chant our 16 rounds minimum. Then like we have to take out the 30 minutes for reading and 30 minutes for the hearing. This is the must. And after that, whatever you are doing, like it is counted as extra. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Like
Krishna
we have to like take out the time. Like we have to steal the time from the material things. Okay. Like otherwise, like it is difficult. Now, okay, before sleeping, let me read for the 30 minutes, or like after like before having the lunch prasadam, let me hear for the 30 minutes, or like if you are like if you don't have the time, like while taking lunch prasadam also you can hear the Bhagavatam session. Okay, so Hare Krishna. So we have to find a way so that we can practice the instruction of Srila Prabhupada. We don't have to give the excuses, oh I don't have time. Okay, so we have to become Mahatmas, okay? We have to become a broad-minded person. We don't have to become a cripple-minded and become a servant of our senses, and like we simply try to satisfy our senses. So every time by thinking, okay, how can I serve Krishna? How can I please Krishna? By thinking in this way, we can control our mind also, okay? So Hare Krishna, happy Krishna conscious day.
Hare Krishna Mata.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.